Let's talk. So today I want to talk about my favorite show. This by far right now is my favorite show. 600 Pound Life. If you haven't watched it before, hopefully you've watched it. That's why you're tuning into this video. Basically the concept is about supersized people, usually 600 plus pounds, who are struggling with their weight. They get on the show gives them some tools. They have weight loss surgery. The show chronicles them for a year. And we get to see their progress. And I just love this show. I find it very, very inspirational. A lot of people don't get it. Like, I try to get my friends and family involved. They just don't get it. So that's why I'm here. I think I'm going to start reviewing or doing recaps of this show just to get some discussion. Like, I want to talk to other people who get it, who understand this show. I'm a nurse, and I'm always on a diet, always trying to lose weight, always trying to do all this stuff. So I feel like this show is like engulfs who I am. I mean, I'm not 600 pounds, but my interests, my life, the struggles. And so I really love this show. So this is season 7, episode 6. The girl name is Lacey. Start off, I love Lacey. She's so sweet. Her voice is so, I don't know. I just love, as soon as it started, I was like, yes, I'm here for you, Lacey. I love your voice. So anyway, she's 27 years old. She doing good. I mean, for her circumstance, she's doing pretty good. She lives at home by herself. She get her own self dressed. She feed her own self. She take her own self in her own car, go get her own snacks and treats, and come back to her house. That's where it is for Lacey. Most of these people have a back history of abuse. She didn't really report a history of abuse. She lived with her parents for the most part. It seemed like they worked a lot. And which left her with a lot of time by herself, and she ate and ate and ate and ate. And I think her mom had a problem with food as well, and so they used that as a coping, and they did that together. And so she was big her whole life. Her mom had a problem. Her mom ended up having gastric bypass as well, which we're going to talk about because Dr.Now in this episode had all the shade for her mother. This is one of the episodes that Dr.Now was the shadiest, the most low-key toward this girl mama. I can't wait to talk about it. Anyway, so starts out, the girl, a couple of her friends come over. They're like, Lacey, we really concerned about you. You don't even go out with us no more. You don't do nothing. Let's go out to eat. And then she like, no. She literally kicked them out her house. They was like, well, sorry, but we have to tell your mama because you don't want to do nothing. And Lacey was like, you know what y'all can do? Get out. The girl, one of her friends was like, well, can we stay a little bit? And then Lacey was like, y'all ain't gotta go home. Y'all ain't gotta go out to eat, but y'all got to get up out my house. And she kicked them out. She literally kicked them out her house. So she kicks them out, and then she decides like, okay, I gotta get help. I'm going in bigger hole, just getting out of control. I need help. So she convinces her mom to go with her to Texas. I forget where they live at. I think they lived in Michigan, Wisconsin. I don't remember. Anyway, we get on the airplane. It's her first time. It's really exciting. I don't know what airport they was at, but the service at this airport was fine because they was there waiting for them. They didn't have an extra large wheelchair, which I don't understand why they didn't, especially I'm sure production told them they were coming. Why didn't you have an extra wheelchair? I don't understand it. But anyway, nonetheless, they had a guy there. He carried their bags, took them through. I felt like it was a pretty seamless process. She got on the airplane. She only needed 2 seats. She was fairly comfortable through the trip. They doing good. They get in the taxi van. They stop, get something to eat. They on their way back to the hotel. Her mom. This where it problem. She getting out the car. Lacey takes a tumble. She took a tumble. And I knew it wasn't bad when she fell because she didn't want her mama to help her up. She wouldn't let her mama call a hotel. Basically, she was just embarrassed, which I get it. I mean, who want to fall? Nobody don't want to fall. You definitely don't want to fall in front of a camera. And you definitely don't want to fall when you 700 pounds. Like, I mean, you could really get hurt or may not be able to get up. But this girl is actually extremely mobile for her size. She's 5'4", and she was... I'm rushing ahead of myself. She's 5'4", and I think initially she weighed in at 291 at Dr. Now's office. So she finally get up. She tell her mom, don't touch me, don't call nobody, just leave me alone. But I think that's part of her mom dynamics. honestly, I felt like she kind of was blaming a lot of her food issues and her weight on her parents, because that's how she learned how to eat, and they left her there to herself. So I felt like she did a lot of blaming, which, I don't know, I felt some type of way. I feel like it's true, but then at the same time, I mean, you know, when you getting pretty big and you know what's causing it, and I know it's a problem, so it's not that easy, but I felt like she placed excessive amount of blame on her mom. But then you could see it was a lot going on with their relationship. They cussing back and forth with each other and all this other kind of stuff. So anyway, she get up by herself, went to the hotel, ate, go to Dr. Now's office. She's $6.91. Dr. Now was concerned at first. He like, this is where the shade comes in big time. Dr. Now like, I was looking at your family history and looked like you had bariatric. He ain't even talked to the girl, talked to the mama directly. Looked like you had bariatric surgery. The mama was like, yes, I did. He like, how big were you when you had surgery? She was like, 350. He was like, well, you look like you in the high 250s now. I mean, no, he's like, you look like you in the high 200s. She like, yes. I'm like, Dr. Now is so petty. He is so shady and so petty. This girl sitting next to you is 700 pounds, and he worried about this woman next to her that's 200 and probably 80, 90 pounds, which who ain't even his patient. I felt like Dr. Now was extra with this lady for no reason. That is not why you here. But he would not stop. He was like, so how many calories do you eat a day? Do you bring her the stuff? The mom was like, no, I don't live with her. I'm not her enabler. She gets her own stuff. She's stubborn. She do what she want to do. I'm not why she this big. Dr. Now would not let up. He like, well, you obviously eat more than what you should be eating. Because he flat out said it. He was like, you weren't that successful. I'm like, where is my tea? Dr. Now is being so shady on this lady. She did not know that she was going to have to come there and get ridiculed about her weight and her lack of progress and lack of success. Dr. Now, you was wrong for that. That was not called for, nor was it necessary. So anyway, he gives the mama all the shade, and he's like, look, I'm giving you, he's talking to Lacey now. He's like, I'm going to give you a low calorie, what he always do. I'm going to give you a low calorie diet. Low carbs, high protein, 1,200 calories. And he told the mama, and you make sure you get on it too. I'm like, this man is so shady. I thought he was going to put her on the scale. I actually wanted him to put her on the scale to see, because again, I wish they would just put 2 people an episode. I feel like it's enough room in there to fit 2 people. I wanted him to put her on the scale and put her on the program because I love to see transformation. But he didn't do that. But he was as shady as all can be. That was the drama of this episode, was Dr. Now shade. Period. It was Dr. Now shade. So finally he done. He like, all right, y'all need to move. Of course, you need to move down here. You need somebody to help you. And you need to lose 40. He did good, because sometimes Dr. Now get crazy too with this 50 pounds stuff. I feel like, they big, but Dr. Now 50 pounds? But he don't play. He gave her 40 pounds to lose in 2 months. The girl went home and Lacey killed it. It looked like her mama came around more, and but Lacey got on it. She was walking more. She was making her own healthy meals. She said she stuck to it to the T, and I believe her, because they went back and Lacey had lost 105 pounds. So she went over, how much the doctor had told her to lose, and she had lost 105 pounds, and he approved her for surgery. Like, y'all just move down here, whatever. But he looked at the mama again, the shade. Let me get back in focus. He looked at the mama, he was like, well, you obviously didn't do as good as Lacey. What are you doing? What are you not doing? And she's like, well, I think I eat a little bit more. I eat more fruit, than she has. He's like, you need to stick to this program. You need to stick to this diet. If it's going to work for her, I'm going to need you to lose weight, and I'm going to need you to get the program, he said. I'm like, Dr. Now, leave this woman alone. She is happy. That's another thing. I feel like you can't make somebody lose weight. You cannot make somebody get on a program. If they happy, and relatively healthy. Leave people alone. The woman was only like 200. I mean, she was probably like high twos, like he said. But if she happy, she older, leave that woman alone. She coming on here for support. She's not coming on here for you to do that. Anyway, let's keep going with the recap. So they finally moved, but she calls her dad. Her dad and her brother, they come help her move. Everything's going good. The dad had a little episode, but I feel like he older. It's hot. It's in Texas. I was mad. Like, leave him alone. He hot. He tired. He old. He can't be moving all this stuff, doing all this stuff. Let that man be. I feel like people just be extra. But again, it's TV. It's drama. You need the dramatics for TV. Anyway. They go back. The girl did good. She losing weight. But she's like, no, I'm not ready. She basically was like, I feel like I'm going to use food to cope. Basically, that's what she's like. I feel like food is my coping mechanism. And the idea of you taking the option of me being able to eat scares the heck out of me. And no. And so she pretty much put the surgery on pause. And doctor sent her to a therapist. And she could come back when she's ready. That's what she did. I think that was at like month 3 or 4 he approved her, but she took like 3 extra months. Finally she had been going to therapy. She learned to paint, and she felt like she was in a good mental place, and she was like, okay, I'm ready for surgery now. But by now though, her mama said, look, you took too long. I'm not staying down here with you no more. So that was a big problem, because Dr. Now wanted somebody to stay with her. So she convinced her dad, and her dad came to stay with her while the initial phases of recovery. And so she finally has the surgery month 7. She got the sleeve, and she did good. I mean, that's really the end of the story. Lacey did good. I think she ended up losing 256 pounds in a year. I'm excited to see, what is it called? Where Are They Now? Or My 600 Pound Life. What are they doing? I forget what the name of that one is called, but I'm excited to see that. I thought this was a great episode, very inspirational. Had me out working out today. I'm like, yes, Lacey did it. Let me go on out there. So if you like 600 Pounds Life, as I do, I feel like I'm a top fan of 600 Pounds Life. If there's a top fan award, I feel like I'm the top fan. If you're a top fan, leave me a comment that say top fan. And subscribe to the channel. I think I'm going to do these. I love this. So I think I'm going to do these. For the rest of the season. So thumbs up if you enjoyed this little recap, and I'll see you in the next video.